Oh.
There's a chicken laying on eggs.
Give me that right. I'll show you in a minute. Give me the right.
Oh, but don't hurt them. These chickens. Always trying to get the puppies food. Hey.
There's a chicken laying on eggs.
One in the front.
Under the thing. I'm gonna grab her egg.
And these babies can eat. They eat a lot. Look at them.
Come on, trucker crew! Truckers! Oh, there we go.
With a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Come on.
It's clear to see. From up here,
Come on, babies. That's not a girl.
the world seems
Right, ow!
we can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
There, another one down.
Ow! Oh, the pain! Oh, the pain! I got you. I got you. I tipped you over and I got you.
Yeah, look, see how she knocks him down? You like to push them over.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me.
Lucky, do you want to step up? Come on, step up. There. Oh, stop that. Stop it. Here.
Good morning, my beautiful farm family. Welcome to Moreau Family Farm. My name's Jennifer. This is Alexia. And today we're actually going to be letting the baby chicks out of their enclosure. Now this is the first time that they're being let out. So we got to see how these bigger ones do with them. They are, oh no.
Get away from
Oh.
her. They're like stick together.
All right, so if you are new to the channel, these three chicks were, bring that one over here so he can be with the other ones. These three chicks were actually found in the yard. We believe that it was a duck that hatched them. So we had them in this little coop right here for them. And that's all right. 8. As long as they're not kicking, it's okay. They're going to find their pecking order. But you know how these big girls are. These girls are territorial. They don't like newcomers that well. So we'll just have to keep an eye on them and see how they do. Heat lamp in the room.
With the chick. Man, they're huge.
Yeah, they're big. They're only a few weeks old, too. Maybe a month. They're about maybe a month old. So they have grown so stinking fast. That black one right there, that is Mr. Penguin. The one that just ran right there, that one is Midnight. And then the gray one, wherever that one took off to. Oh,
my goodness.
right here, getting tortured, poor thing. This is Lucky. Lucky was the first one that we found on a very rainy day. Just out, out literally in the backyard. No mother, nothing, just abandoned. And then the very next day we found the other two. So the story of these chicks is very unusual. By the tail on that chick, well, that's kind of hard to say. I was going to say it looks like a male because the tail is up so straight. Everything's a mess. There was some wind last night, so some stuff fell over there. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, we bought this house back in the beginning of June. And we're rehabbing the entire house from underneath the floor, the joists, subfloor, you name it. We've had to do it, and we are continuing to do it. Antonio is currently working on the air conditioning unit because the air conditioning decided to die on us last Friday. So we've been without an actual air conditioning unit, but we have a portable air conditioning unit inside the house. We're doing all right. We're hanging in there. We've got tons of fans. I think we have a total of 9 fans, including the ceiling fans, and we have a few portable fans. So we've been, like I said, we're hanging in there. But you know, when it rains, it pours. So we still have our storage going on in here. This is the portable air conditioning unit that we got. And so far so good. It is working really well. It's a 10,000 BTU. House is kind of a mess at the moment. And Alexia has to eat her breakfast that she asked for me to make. This is Alexia's little arts and crafts area. I don't know what could have possibly happened to that. It's called a maker's fee. That's it. A small itty bitty little maker's fee. So Alexia is always working on her dinosaur clay models, and right now she just doesn't have a place to work on them. She's not allowed to do it in her bedroom, so she uses the dining room table. And this box right here is actually the vanity that's going to be going into the master bathroom. So as you can see, it's a collect-all as well, just because we really don't have a ton of storage in this house. What else? This is all of her other arts and craftsy stuff, whatever. So this is the air conditioning that we're using. We are gonna be getting a whole bunch of new windows in the house, but this window in particular is not actually going to be a window. It's going to be a sliding glass door. But I brought that up because you can see the way this is hooked up. I had to put towels and tape and all kinds of stuff just so there was no leakage, because this hose right here kicks out hot air, like super hot air. So we don't want any of the hot air coming back into the house, because then you're really just not cooling anything off, or you're taking a lot longer to cool things off, I should say. Isn't that right, lady? Now, if you guys hear, you might hear some chirping. This little baby was found yesterday in the yard.
Like in the middle of the yard.
So we have this one itty bitty lone chick all by itself that was found in the middle of the yard. Again, somebody's hatching eggs around here and we don't know who's doing it.
Weird dates too, like a month, you have Lucky, and then the other two, Midnight and Penguin. A month later, you have this guy. Well, this guy.
Yeah. So this little chirper over here looks pretty similar to Lucky. Actually, I think Lucky might have had a little bit more gray. This guy has a little bit darker colors. Lady's just going to sit here and stare at it. For all we know, Lady's sitting on the eggs. This would be a really funny story, you guys, but
A dog hatching a chicken.
seriously, Lady goes underneath the shed pretty much every single day. And either she's eating the eggs before they hatch and only few of them survive, or she's the one who's actually hatching the eggs. Obviously, I'm kidding, guys. So, if you know, this is our whelping area. This is where Lady had the puppies. Right now, it's kind of, it's clean. I'm letting it air off because there's a lot of cleaner stuff and that I had to let it air out a little bit. We have the sheets on the windows because I'm not going to put my nice curtains on the windows that I ordered until the house is ready for them. And because, again, we don't have an air conditioning unit. We're using the portable unit. So we've got to use sheets. I feel very, I can't even explain it. The feeling of going through a rehabbing a home to the extent that we're doing. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on in here, including these walls right here, which I have gotten a couple of quotes to get these walls taken down. This one here, and then that wall right there also is going to be taken down. And the only way to get rid of these walls is to put beams up in the ceiling. So what they've done when they built this house, they have a joist going from the edge here and from the edge here, and then just little beams going in the middle here. So we can't just take down both of the walls. We've got to go up into the roof and put a beam here and a beam here. So this beam I think is like 25 feet, and then this one's 26.5 feet or something like that. But it's going to be a lot of work. We were going to let somebody do it for us, but they wanted like a little over $5,000. So we were expecting that it was going to be an expensive thing to get done. But we definitely want this whole area just opened up. But you guys, when it rains, it pours. So as you know, like I said, we have our air conditioning unit that went out that we might possibly have to purchase a new air conditioning unit, but that's okay because when we bought this house, we configured for that we would have to replace it because when we came to look at this house, we couldn't turn on the electric to even know if the air conditioning worked or not because there was rats that ate the wires up in the attic. So the wiring had to be replaced. The plumbing had to be done in certain areas. So we knew that this house was going to be a complete upgraded turnaround makeover. And it's been a lot. It has been a lot, which is why it's taking us so long to get things done. It's like when we get one thing done, something else happens and we keep on. And if it's not the inside of the house, then it's the animals outside escaping, getting out some way, somehow. So we have to stop working on the inside of the house to go outside and try to fix fences or hunt down animals that have traveled. Lord only knows how they're getting out or how they're doing what they're doing. But anyways, when it rains, it pours. My car, the engine on my car actually died as well. We're trying to get Kia to take responsibility for it. But they can't even see my car until September 6th. So currently my car is at a dealership. Currently my car is at a mechanic shop. And then I have to have it towed from the mechanic shop to the Kia dealership, which we don't have a Kia dealership nearby. So the closest Kia dealership is about 45 minutes away. So I have to have the tow truck tow it over there, and I'm just kind of up in the air of when I'm gonna have it towed. But that's what's going on with that. Like I said, a lot of stuff is going on outside of the home, so it's just taking time, but it's okay. We're doing all right. We're hanging in here. There are projects that are getting done, and I'm gonna show you. So if you guys remember, this is the master bedroom. There are not gonna be any closets up for a while. We want to do, it's a bifold barn door is what we want to do with the closets. So that I have to order or make one or the other. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but the bar that goes on the top that has the little wheels on it. But then we're going to be making some louver doors, bifold, sorry, we're going to be making a barn style bifold door. So we're going to be building those ourselves. It's just going to take time for us to do that. And we haven't put our master bedroom, don't mind the toilet. He's in the process of finally working on the master bath, but right now he's currently working on the air conditioning because we finally got the parts in last night. So he's going to try to get that going, hopefully. Hopefully it'll get going today. If he can't, then he'll probably be back in here working on the master bathroom, and I'll go in there in a minute. But anyways, we had to take out the toilet. So we're not putting any furniture in here until some of this stuff is out. So currently, Antonio sleeps with Zion in his bedroom, and I'm sleeping with Alexia in hers. And as you can see, we've got a fan there, a fan here. You know, for some reason, this room is the hottest room in the entire house. I don't understand why. This room right here, Zion knows that he's supposed to be keeping. Why is your bed like that? Can you fix your bed, please? That's not the way the bed's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know why it's like leaned to the side. So Zion has a box fan in his room, but it stays pretty good in here. But as you can see, the floors are in, baseboards are in both rooms. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Good morning. And your drawer's open. Can you close your drawer too? Keep your room picked up, please. And I want you to make your bed. No more of this until this is done. Thank you. Yeah, so again, this is going to have a bifold barn door here. We've painted the hallway here, which is just a very light gray color. It's a one shade lighter than this. It's not as big of a difference as I thought it was going to be. You can kind of see it. But it's okay. I'm not minding it. And I think once I get like pictures on the walls and stuff, I think it's going to be really nice. We've had all the ceilings are painted, and this right here is probably my favorite room, obviously, because there's actual stuff in here. But Alexia got a new bedspread. I told her if she's going to have a dark navy blue wall, then we've got to, you know, foo-foo it up a little bit with some pink stuff. And she does not like the color pink, but she was totally on board. So I was happy to hear that. I'm going to get her a bed skirt. Zion's going to get a bed skirt on his bed as well, just to kind of hide that. I don't know. She has a shelf that we need to put up here that's going to kind of act as a headboard, but I don't think I'm going to get any kind of headboard, footboard kind of stuff. Maybe in the future, I don't know. And as you can tell, there's mismatched furniture, so I'm actually going to be painting that. That's Zion's old furniture. And during the move, all of the furniture just got beat up really bad. You know, it got really banged up. So I'm going to touch it up with some white paint on this, and then whatever paint I use on that, I'm actually going to use to paint this. And I think I'm just going to change out the knobs and put some like cute little knobs on it or something, but we're going to paint that white as well. Maybe white. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking it's most likely going to be white. Either that or I sand it down and stain it a different, something more to match the floor. I'm not quite sure. Not 100% sure, but I think I'm going with white. Again, not sure. But all the baseboards were done in here. I just have to come through and like touch up the brad nail marks. So I still have to do that, which I'll probably get that done this weekend. And again, Alexia's closet is also going to have the bifold barn door. Over here, this closet door right here, as you can see, we don't have a trim around it because this wall here and all of these are going to be taken out, and we still, you know, we're going to be working on this whole area up here. So we really didn't want to do anything to the edge here because we still have work to do to it. But that's it for right now. I mean, it's looking amazing. I'm absolutely loving the floor. And he's working hard at trying to get this air conditioning fixed. We still have the transition piece that we need to put down in the bathroom here. And we're still working on door frames here, but not big stuff. So when you're doing a house with extensive rehab and living in it like we are, and you have windows open that don't have screens on them, or you have like cracks, not cracks in the glass of the window, but cracks in the framing of the window, or if you have a wall like this where things can come up through the floor. Oh look, he put down some the concrete board, so that's good. Oh, and he put in the shower knob thing, so that's cool. He's getting that started. Yay! Getting it done, getting it done. But anyways, when you have stuff like that, you cannot be afraid of bugs. Because at night, when all the lights are off, and let's say you're still on your phone, where you're not ready to go to bed yet, so you're catching up with YouTube videos, or, you know, checking your social media, or doing whatever it is, Googling things on how to fix whatever. The bugs are attracted to light. So you really, it's like camping almost, but not as extreme as camping. So it's kind of funny because you get used to bugs flying on you in the middle of the night. Basically, you just swat at it and try not to think about what kind of bug it might be. Because if you think too hard of what might be landing on you, you won't be able to sleep. In the beginning, it was really hard. I freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. I got really paranoid and like, oh my gosh, what's touching me kind of thing. But now that we've been here for over 2 months, you get used to it. You really do. I know that's a funny thing to say, but you really do get used to it. And again, I don't want to know what's flying on me. I don't want to know. I'm just going to swat at it and hope that I kill it, or hope that it goes away and leaves me alone. But anyways, I got a call from the cabinet delivery people that my cabinets are in. I had to contact Lowe's. Now the cabinet delivery people are going to be shipping my cabinets back to Lowe's, and then Lowe's is going to be delivering my cabinets to me, because I was told that it was going to be about 6 to 8 weeks before we got our cabinets, which would work out perfect for our schedule, because as you can see, we are not even close to being ready. Anyways, this whole thing that's going on with us living in this house is weird, okay? I get that. This is not how we typically are. We are, especially me, I'm a very clean person. You know, there's just a lot of stuff going on in this house. We're doing a major rehabbing. Yeah, this is a big venture that we took on, but we did this because we want to be debt free. And you know, we sold our house back in northern Alabama over by Huntsville. We sold that house to be able to buy 23 acres. We were on 3.5 acres over there. 3.5, right? Yeah. We were on 3.5 acres over there with a 2,700 square foot home. And we decided to move to 23 acres with a 1,400 square foot home. So it's a huge change. It is a really, really big, it's just a big change. and we're getting used to it. But we plan on expanding to this house. I don't mind the 1,400 square feet, to be honest with you. Small means less cleaning, and when you have family members that don't like to clean or help pick up, smaller is better for me. I'm all for smaller and better. You guys saw my son's room. You know, he doesn't help pick up. I try to get him to. He'll do it when I ask him, but he doesn't do it on his own. My daughter, the same way. Her artsy stuff will be here all day. She will not pick it up until I tell her to remove her art stuff at dinner time. That's when that's gonna move, or at lunchtime or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so 1,400 square feet might seem small, and it really is, but we have 23 acres outside, so I will take that to be debt free and not have a mortgage. And eventually I'm gonna have the house that I've been able to, you know, my husband and I have been able to build ourselves practically. And I'm going to get all the things that I want. I'm going to get the kitchen that I want for this size house. If we had a bigger house, I would definitely be going with a bigger kitchen. But I think for the size of our house, the kitchen that we're going to be getting is going to be a really, really nice fit for this house. And I think it's going to look really good when we're done. But, you know, storage issues, puppy. We had the puppies that were born, the chicks that were born. The baby goat, oh, she's doing amazing. Her name's Cookie. She's so cute, but she does not like to be touched. That happens a lot with singleton goats. They just don't like to be touched as much. They're not as friendly as your, you know, multiple goats that are born in from the same kidding. But that's okay. Once she starts getting older and she sees that we're the ones feeding and mom's not feeding anymore, she'll start getting used to us and she'll love us just like all the rest of them do. So we're not too worried about that. But yeah, that's things going on in the homestead. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Antonio actually is getting over a cold. He was down sick for like a whole day and a half. But he's starting to feel better. Zion's coughing a little bit, but he's fine. I had a major eye infection. Again, if you don't know anything about us, we are Bible-believing, Bible-obeying Christians. We do the best that we can to take the Bible literally and obey it to the best of our ability. Some people may think that it's a little extreme to a certain extent because we're the people that believe that you're not supposed to curse. We still believe that there is a reason why we're not supposed to eat pork. So we think there's a benefit to not eating pork, so we don't eat pork. We love pork, don't get me wrong. We love a really good pork roast. We love, you know, bacon, all that good stuff. But we know that there's got to be some sort of benefit to not eating it. So we do not eat pork. And, yeah, so we're kind of extreme to a certain extent, and we just believe that, you know, sinning, it's a sin. You're not supposed to do it. You're not supposed to just repent and keep on sinning. There is, you know, there is a benefit to following the Bible to its extent, and it's super important to not fall short. And we know that as Christians, we are not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. And I'm talking about this for a reason, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we know that there's an attack on our family, and the reason why we say that is because with the air conditioning going out, then my car's engine died, then I had like a major eye infection in this eye. It's starting to get a little bit better, but my eyelid was completely swollen and my eye was completely red in the inside. This has happened to me before, though. It's not the first time. It has to do with my contacts. It's probably my own fault. But anyways, I had some leftover eye drops, so I put them in one time and it cleared it up. But anyways, then my husband got really sick to where he couldn't do anything to the house. When things happen like that, when things are like very repetitive, that's usually some sort of spiritual attack. And I think I'm pretty sure I know why, and I think it was because I questioned God of why he brought us here. And sometimes when you're asking God, like, why here? Like, what did you see about this place that I don't see yet? Why did you bring us here? The devil finds that as a weakness, that I am possibly like questioning God and not trusting him or having faith in him. So he feels like that's his time to come and attack, because my faith is maybe a little bit lower at that moment. So he's going to try to do everything he possibly can to throw those stones at me and to throw those daggers at me and make me turn from God. But like I say, the devil's in for a really big surprise, because no matter how many things he throws our way, no matter what happens, my faith and my love for God is never going to change, ever. I don't care what happens. I don't care how severe, how bad it could be. I am never going to stop loving God. I am never going to stop obeying him, and I'm never going to stop being his child and asking for forgiveness if I accidentally mess up. So even though we're not supposed to sin, even though we're not supposed to do these things, we do fall short. We do sometimes mess up. And when we do, we just have to ask for forgiveness. And, God hears us. He knows our heart. And even though he knows our heart, that doesn't mean that we can go out and do whatever we want. We still have to obey him. But I just wanted to bring that up to you guys, because I think it's really important that you know everything that's going on in our lives and why we feel like it's happening and stuff like that. So anyways, it's been an eye-opening experience. Doing this whole renovation has been an eye-opening experience. But that's kind of it. I'm sorry, I went on a rampant, and I do that from time to time, and I apologize for that. But we've got big things going on here. It is so exciting, and you guys get to see just how we weather these storms, and we're gonna weather them. I don't care what happens. We are gonna be pushing through all this, and we are gonna be stronger on the other side. And that's another thing. We just know that the way you weather the storm is gonna determine how strong you're gonna be on the other side. And we are strong people. We are strong in our faith. And yeah, there's a blessing at the end of this. So we're ready for it. And even if there's not, we're okay with that. So anyways, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with us. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any of our updated videos, so you can see how the progress is going on the house. And until next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.